sigma equals, my calculator, parentheses, 69.5 minus 80 divided by 6.93 is a z-score of negative 1.52. Okay. I have to flip in my book because, of course, I didn't bring home all the things I was supposed to bring home because I was running to urgent care. So much fun having a little kiddo. So, negative 1.52. If I look that up in the table, that is 0.0643. But remember, that's the area that is going to the left. So to the left of this is 0.0643, and I care about the area to the right. So in my calculator, I'm going to take 1 minus 0.0643, which turns out to be 0.9357. Let's see, 1.52, yep. Okay. All right, next question. This one, you've got a choice on this one. Let's say that, let's do that one and that one. Okay, so, and that one's good, and that one's good. Okay, so right now, why don't you try, if you're comfortable, you can try example 4 and example 5 on your own and pause the video and then come back and see how you did. If you're not comfortable yet, then go ahead and start, do example 4 with me, and then you can try example 5 on your own. Okay. Oh, although before you pause, you're probably going to need to know these percentages. So what percent of people say that they never wear a bike helmet while riding a bicycle? That would be 58% of adults say that they never wear a bike helmet. And then in a study of NFL retirees, they've asked how many of them have arthritis. And that turns out to be 62.4% have arthritis. So apparently it turns out that being an NFL football player is not great for your body, though I do hear that it's great for your wallet. So, okay, at this point, if you want to try example 4 and you want to try example 5, you need to stop and pause the video, and if you want to watch me do them, you can stay with me, your call. I would definitely suggest at least example 5 you try on your own. Okay, I'm going to start with step 1. Step 1 says I need to verify that this is binomial. So n is 200, p is 0.58, q is 0.42. All right, what is the probability that less than 120 adults say yes? I would need to try n times p, make sure that's greater than 5, and n times q is greater than or equal to 5. I'm not even going to write it down this time because I know that if I take 42%, which is the smaller one, 42% of 200 is definitely bigger than 5, so I think I'm good on both of those. All right, I'm drawing a picture. Okay, let's say that probability that less than 120, I don't know, maybe like 120 is like here maybe. So here's 120, and we want less than that. That means I want here and back. I don't want to include this column of 120. I want 119 none. So that means that since they're pushed together, I've got to do that 0.5. So I'm looking for x is less than 119.5. Make sure I'm doing it right. Yes, I am. X minus mu over sigma. 119.5 minus, oh, mu, I've got to figure out mu. I think I skipped a step. So mu is n times p, that's 200 times 0.58. What would that be, 116? Let's just make sure because, you know, just in case. No, I'm apparently thinking correctly. And then sigma would be the square root of 200 times 0.58 times 0.42, which is 6.98. Okay. Make sure I'm still right. Sure am. All right. X minus mu over sigma. Put this in my calculator. 119.5 minus 116, and then divide that by 6.95 or 6.98, which is a z-score of 0.5, right there. Okay, and then I'm going to look up 0.5 on my table for me in the back of the book, which is on A16. For you, it's that printout. Looking on the positive side, 0.50 is 0.6915, and that's to the left. So now my question is, do I want to be to the left? Yes, I do. It's less than. So my answer is, if 58% of adults never wear a helmet, then what are the chances that if you ask 200 adults, that less than 120 of them will say that they never wear a helmet? And that is 69 point, is it less? Yeah, less than. So 0.6915. Okay. All right. Next up. This is a study of NFL retirees age 50 and older found that 62.4% have arthritis. You select 75. All right, so my N is 75. The P in my problem is 0.624, which means that my Q is 0.376. I'm going to check N times P and N times Q, make sure they're bigger than 5. N times Q is the one that I'm going to really try because it's smaller. So that's 0.375 times 75. Pretty darn sure that this is going to be bigger than 5, but it always helps to look at it. See how it is 28, so we're good. So that one's good. N times P and N times Q are both bigger than or equal to 5. This time I'm actually going to follow my own steps and next do the mu. So that is 0.624 times 75, probability of success. It's 46.8. And sigma is the square root of N times P times Q. That's 75 times 0.624 times 0.376. 75 times 0.624 times 0.376. I got 4.19 for my sigma. Make sure I'm doing this right. Just double checking. Yes. All right, now I'm drawing a picture. Okay, so 46.8, and I'm trying to find out the probability that, exactly 48 will say yes. Okay, this is a challenging one. So let's say that this one is 48. If I want exactly 48, that means I'm going from here to here. I want exactly just this bar is what I want. So essentially my X has to be between 46